Welcome, fellow dreamweavers, to a realm of enchantment. Tonight, we'll embark on a journey into the depths of our inner worlds. The journey will be a sweet one, soft and comforting, and too it shall be a fun one, intriguing and engaging. By the end of our time together, you'll be roaming around inside your mind, gently lulled into a restful sleep by my words. To get us there, I request that you now find a cozy spot and get as comfortable as you can. Exactly how you get comfortable is up to you, of course. A bed, a couch, a reclining chair, whatever it may be. Find your space now. Get settled, close your eyes, and let the external world fade away, and your internal world light up. This is a place where all is well, and magic reigns supreme. And so, we're ready to begin our adventure together. Our little bedtime story. Tonight's story is called A Journey Between the Stars. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled at the foot of a mighty mountain, there lived a sweet old lady named Eloise. Eloise had lived in the village all her life, and up until just recently, had been quite content there. As she moved into her older years, however, a sense of wanderlust had begun to grow in her heart. She wondered what else was out there, beyond the city gates, and beyond the planet itself. Everyone else in her village, all her friends, family, and acquaintances, didn't think this way. They were quite happy living simple, peaceful lives. But this didn't stop Eloise from cultivating her own desires. She felt differently. She yearned for adventure amongst the stars. And so she wrote in her diary about it every night. One night, as Eloise gazed up at the twinkling night sky, she saw a shooting star and took it as a message of sorts. "Oh, shooting star, grant me this wish, to explore the mysteries of the cosmos." To her astonishment, the shooting star responded, transforming into a radiant celestial being and gliding down to the ground. The being introduced herself as Luminaria, and she was clothed in a shimmering robe. "I'm impressed by your spirit," Luminaria said, bestowing upon Eloise a magical pendant. This pendant held the power to unlocking the secrets of interstellar travel, and it gave off its own little magical tune. As quickly as Luminaria came, she departed, leaving Eloise standing there, jaw agape, with the pendant hanging around her neck. What just happened? Eloise wondered, in complete disbelief. She wrapped her hand around the pendant and began to wish again. Let me leave my village tonight and journey amongst the stars, she thought. I do so love my village, but I'm ready to see what else is out there. And with that, the weather changed. Eloise now found herself being lifted up off the ground as if held by the arms of angels. At first, she just hovered, marvelling at her feet dangling there. But then, with a great whoosh, she began to soar upwards into the sky. Higher and higher and higher. So high, in fact, she penetrated the Earth's atmosphere and left orbit, a spaceship forming around her as she went. It's the pendant, she realised. The pendant is doing all of this. Her journey between the stars had begun. Eloise's first stop was a planet encased in iridescent crystals, where beings of light communicated not through speech, but through grand and harmonious melodies. Her stay there was magical, spanning what felt like a generation. During it, the beings taught her their language, the language of the cosmos, and granted her the ability to understand all celestial symphonies from there on out. This language would set her in good stead, they explained. After all the musical languages throughout the cosmos shared a common theme. Next up, Eloise travelled to a vibrant nebula where swirling gases of vivid colours ebbed and flowed, as if dancing with themselves. What a sight, she thought, in awe. It was there that the stardust dancers revealed themselves to her. Ethereal creatures who moved gracefully through the cosmic haze. They taught Eloise to move in harmony with the energy of the universe and dance in a similar way to them. Wow, I'm learning so much, she thought. First how to sing, and now how to dance. What other wonders await me? As she stood there with the dancers, they whispered amongst themselves, as if, somehow, concocting the next stage of her journey. Eloise didn't ever want to say goodbye to the dancers, but one day, she did. After all, she had to continue her voyage between the stars. And so it was. Next up, Eloise visited a cluster of galaxies where she encountered the wise elders of Nexon. Just like the races before, they welcomed Eloise in with open arms and happily shared their wisdom with her, teaching her about the interconnectedness of all life. One night, while sat around an ancient fireplace, she listened to them talk, fascinated by their words and their mastery of communication. They were a serious bunch, yet at the same time, she felt nurtured by them, as if she was their child. In a sense, they explained, she was. Later that night, they fell into a serene, comfortable silence, soaking in each other's presence, the sound of the fireplace at the forefront. And so her journey continued, travelling ever deeper into the vastness of space. In the next sector, Eloise discovered a planet known as the Star Gardens. It was hidden at first, but upon approach, and after a quick scan of her intentions, the planet and their inhabitants revealed themselves to her. Down on the planet's surface, the gardens bloomed with flowers made of stardust, their petals emitting a soft and soothing glow. Eloise revelled in their beauty, amazed by their colours and scent and form. They were like no gardens she'd ever seen before. And for an age, she searched for the beings that welcomed her during orbit. But they were nowhere to be found. Not in the forests, not in the glades, not in the oceans. She was confused by this at first, until one day, a brilliant insight came to her. The beings were the flowers themselves. And now, all around her, she could hear them talking. Throughout her stellar odyssey, Eloise forged friendships with all of the civilizations she encountered. And with them, she experienced the magnificence of supernovas, the serenity of black holes, and the joy of new constellations being born. But after eons of exploring, Eloise felt a gentle pull back to her village and the people she loved. And so she bid farewell to her celestial friends, promising to cherish the memories and knowledge she'd gained from them. In return, they gave her a blessing, one she would carry with her for the rest of time. Now, back home, Eloise shared her tales of interstellar travel with the villagers. They were enraptured. From that day forward, she became known as a storyteller. A wonderful one, enchanting young and old alike with the tales of her adventures between the stars. Some days, the villagers would become so engrossed by her stories that they'd close their eyes and lose themselves, the memories coming to life in such vivid and vibrant ways that they may as well have been right there with her. And so, dear friends, as you drift off to sleep tonight, remember the tale of Eloise, the woman who travelled between the stars. Let her story inspire you to embrace the wonders of the universe and encourage your own dreams to soar to unimaginable heights. within your inner realms, all is possible. Until we meet again then, fellow Dreamweaver, sleep well, for the dream realms are calling you now, reaching out with their gentle touch. Good night to you, and sweet dreams.